Looking for a new pontoon boat with a smooth ride, great quality, and impressive performance? Well then, look no further than Barletta's new Corsa series. Hi there, I'm Noah from Walker's Point Marina, and today I'm going to be showing you and diving a little bit deeper into this brand new 23UC model we just got our hands on here at Walker's Point. Alrighty, so starting at the back of the boat here, we have got this very large and spacious swim platform here. So lots of room to hop on and off the boat if you're going swimming, hanging out the back. This is actually a reinforced stern area in terms of the pontoon, so you get a lot of buoyancy when you're boarding and getting on and off the boat. You're not going to have it drop down in the water a lot because this is typically where you're going to primarily come on and off. Also at the back of the swim platform, you have this beautiful 4-rung swim ladder which flips down into the water. That makes it super easy to get in and out. It pairs nicely. You got these stainless grab bars here which are back mounted so that when you really put your weight on there, they don't move at all, and you can really fully pull yourself up on there. And then when you go to leave, locks into place. As per power, right now we've got a Mercury 250 on the back of this one because this does have the tri-tune pontoon upgrade, which gives you more ability for higher horsepower. This is going to give you more than enough power to get up on plane, get a nice cruising speed, and get from A to B efficiently and comfortably and fast enough. Looking at the engine area here, we've got 2 or 3 couple little features that I wanted to point out. First off is your ski tow. So this is where you're going to hook your rope up to when you're doing your water sports, tubing, those different activities. Next up, you've got your fuel cap fill right in the center of the boat, so it doesn't matter what side you come up to, they'll gas it in the middle there. And then finally, you've got this service hatch, which gives you access to your oil for your outboard. So you don't have to take the entire cowling off in order to get in there. You can easily just pop that open, check your oil, check your dipstick, make sure you're good, and then when you're done, close it up. And then over here on the other side, again, very large swim platform area. These chain link gates are a nice touch as they keep any thing, or maybe even anyone, small children, from getting off or coming off the boat in any way, shape, or form. So that's a great touch there. You can note on the side of the boat here, you've got these cleats which recess down. So when you're not using them, you're not gonna hit your toe on them or anything like that. And then coming up on the side, these are the clips for your fenders. So your bumpers are gonna attach to here, and then coming into the dock, pop them in, vice versa. When you're leaving, super easy, you just pop them out and you can put the bumpers right into the boat. Okay, so we've hopped in the boat now, and the first thing I want to show you guys is one of Barletta's most notorious features, and that is the Ultra Loungers. So I'm going to show you a little bit how it works. First and foremost, it's very versatile seating, so you can really dial it in on what you like to do, and depending on what activity you're doing, it'll accommodate that. So first off, you have your standard, cruising the lake. You got a bench at the back here, people are sitting, and this backrest here you can flip to then lounge backwards. So now you have a rear-facing bed here, almost like a sun pad that you can be out in. Then, if you come to the middle, you can actually release this and lay that down flat. So we've got this whole flat bed now. In addition, you can come to the back here, flip up the middle seat, which gets you a rear-facing seat. Okay, so swimming, hanging out at the back, you pop these seats up, you can be there and be social. And then you just put that away in storage. And then finally, the last seat actually faces the other way. This one pops up, and you now get a forward-facing bed. So quite a few different variations you can do with that, and lots of different options there for you. Okay, so as we make our way into the boat, right now we're in the primary cockpit, and we're going to have a look at this beautiful newly designed helm on this Corsa boat. So first off, your seat is on a raised platform, so the driver's never going to lose sight of what's in front of them. They're going to be a little bit higher up than everybody else. Keep that visibility up, which is great for safety, obviously. So as you sit down here, Seat's fully adjustable. You can spin it around, move it front to back, all that sort of stuff. Steering wheel as well. You can, adjust the height of that. And you've got a nice clean layout here. So some backlit buttons are going to tell you, what's turned on right now. You got a variety of lights in this boat between courtesy, an overhead light, docking lights in the front, LED. Really going to keep you lit up if it does get dark out there. And then of course you got your accessory switches and your basic analytics, your engine temp and speed and tachometer, all that sorts of stuff. But it's a little bit of a combination. You get an analog display, but also a little bit of digital as well. So things like your water temp and your air temp, you're gonna know how freezing it is before you go hop in the lake. That sort of stuff is all really well displayed here. Over on the side, two big ticket items are your GPS and your stereo. So they did a really good job here keeping it nice and clean and flush mounted. This boat has got the Simrad chart plotter GPS. So this is going to do, basic navigation, routing, waypoints, all those different features you're going to want at the touch of a hand. Down from that, you got your Hertz stereo. All right, so you got an upgraded sound system in this, Bluetooth compatible, and again, really cleanly and well laid out, accessible for the user to use. Beside the helm, you've obviously got your co-captain's chair. Same thing, adjustable seat, reclining, all those different features are included on that. You do have some other cool little accessories throughout that I'm going to kind of show you now. So first up is you have your glove box, right? That is lockable, so put your belongings, that kind of stuff. You can turn that key. Down at the floor here, we've got a fan favorite. That's the doggy bowls. Got to keep the pets fed while you're out on the water, and that tucks away nicely. Big storage compartment in the middle here. Because you have that third pontoon, in addition to having the extra performance and stability that offers, you do get a really good spot to store stuff. So this is gas shock assisted. Right now it's got the covers and everything stored in there. But this compartment, not only does it have a light in there, but you can see it does also have ventilation. So you're not going to get any moisture, any molding or anything like that. You can keep stuff down there. Throughout the boat, not just here, but you have got a excessive amount of cup holders and charging ports. So your phone's gonna stay charged. Really good example right there. There's a phone holder and then a port right below it so you can plug your cable in. At the back here, again on that Ultra Lounger, you got the cup holders on either side. And overall, I mean, you won't really run out of places to put your cups. A cool little feature is the cup holders are actually designed and they call them Yeti ready. So if you get a Yeti mug, they'll fit right in that perfectly, which is a great little feature. And then also another big storage compartment is actually at the back here. This seat opens up and you can, put your life jackets, all that kind of stuff in this area. Up here, we're gonna enter the bow area and have a look at different features and a little walkthrough of what's going on up here. Before we actually get into the bow, I wanna show you guys this, which is a fold-out table. So this latch comes out and there's legs underneath, and this table will sit flush. So great for if you're out there, making a picnic or bringing a lunch with you. Gives you a good surface to do that. So that's a nice little hidden accessory. In the front here, both seats have their armrests, which can flip down. Again, cup holders, charging ports, all that kind of stuff. Another great feature, which I noticed they add up by the cup holders and charging port here, is this great little grab handle. So again, the rider, if it gets a little choppy, a little rough, they got somewhere there they can feel safe and secure on. The front compartments, they open up as well. There's an abundance of storage in here. So this one opens up and actually has the dinette table in it right now. That dinette table again gives you another area that you can do some food prep and whatnot. Over on the other side, again, we've got a duplication of storage. So this seat opens up, as well as the front one here. Right, we've got lots of room to store your stuff. And then the front, another new feature that is coming to play this year is what they call the doggy view door. So they have implemented a nice transparent film here, which may be a little difficult to see on camera, but in person, it's a little bit see-through, so you can see through it. Again, your pets, you think about low to the ground, they love to sit up there, or same thing on the side back here, probably see it a little bit better. They can see through. Now, I found as well, this is a great feature for docking. as a driver sitting in that position, you can see how close the dock is getting to the boat, rather than being, covered up by the sidewall. So that's a great new feature they've added. These doors are still spring locked, so they pop up and then lock into place. And then the side entry one here, great for easy boarding, right? You're gonna be at dock level, so getting on and off in an accessibility perspective is super easy to do. So a great feature that Barletta comes standard on all of their models is this electric Bimini. You can see by the size, it covers the vast majority of this part of the boat. So in terms of sun protection and everything like that, you're gonna be in the shade, you're not gonna be overheated, and your exposure is gonna be limited back in this area, which is great. But some people like the sun, some people wanna get out in it, which is why this is an electric top. So at the push of a button, you press it, the Bimini will actually retract back, you can put the boot on it, and then you're good to go. It really speeds up the process, and it makes it a lot more user-friendly than some of the old, clinky and barred Bimini tops you gotta do manually. When it comes into the forward position, so you can see it, press the button, it opens up, and you put these two stability bars in, which pop out. Oop. And lock into place. Overall, this feature is a fan favorite. I've used it lots myself, and it really improves your experience out on the water. Again, like I said, the coverage is amazing, and the simplicity of putting it away and lowering it is as easy as can be. So the last thing I'm going to touch on is the construction and the pontoons, and a little bit about the technology that you can't actually see on the outside. So first off, we're looking at 26-inch pontoons that are hand welded, and they actually have these wave tamers which run the entire length of the pontoon. So what those do is they help with your lifting at planing speed. They also help with wave deflection. So it keeps you very dry inside the boat. You're not gonna have a lot of splashy water kind of coming over the edges. So that's a great feature they have there. In between the pontoon and your 7-ply 3/4-inch plywood deck is actually a piece of technology they called vibration isolation pads. And they patented that a number of years ago, and it's an exclusive only to Barletta. And what those isolation pads do is they remove, as you can probably guess by the name, vibration in the boat. I speak of it as the equivalent of like suspension in a car, in the sense that it's a piece of barrier between what you're actually feeling and what the water's feeling that's going to remove that overlap. So it's a very, very impressive piece of technology. A lot of customers absolutely love the performance because of that. It gives you one of the smoothest riding pontoons out there in the industry. So that's a great feature that you can't actually see, but is going on below the deck there. And overall, I mean, the quality we're talking about with your brackets and your stainless bars, all your aluminum, and the way that it's crafted is of the highest luxury. Thank you for spending the time with me and having a look at this beautiful Corsa series from Barletta. For any more information, go to our website, walkerspointmarina.com, or contact our sales team.